Coming to you live from the AAC in Moon Township on the campus of Our Lady of the Sacred Heart. It's Charger basketball as the ladies are hosting the Golden Eagles from Keystone Oaks. Pleasant pitching play here in 3A, and the Chargers come in with a record, as you can see there, with a record of 5-3, and the Eagles come in with a record of 7-3. Christian, looking to be a good game tonight.
Yeah, it should be a good contest. First one in section play tonight. Got to protect home court. Keystone Oaks coming in here, winning 7 games, so they're coming in with a lot of confidence. It's going to be a good pace of a game and great style and tempo, and they're going to be pushing the pace on both sides. It's going to be a lot of scoring. Excited matchup tonight.
Yeah, it should be. Let's take care of some administrative stuff here. First off, we want to wish everybody Happy New Year and hope the holidays went well. Hope yours went well, Christian.
Absolutely, yours too.
Yeah. And also we want to send out our best wishes and prayers, and thoughts and prayers to DeMar Hamlin, to his family, to the Buffalo Bills, and all of the NFL. And if you've been living under a rock, he got injured in the game last night that got suspended against Cincinnati, and actually had a cardiac arrest on the field, and they brought him back. And we wish you all the best, DeMar, and you and your family. I know your mother was there, and we wish you well too.
Yeah, love you, D-Ham. You can do this, brother. You can pull through. McKee's Rock's kid, grew up around him. Great person, great kid on and off the court. And, I'm praying for him and his family and the Bills organization, and we love you, brother. You got this.
All right, back to the business at hand here. Also, we do want to let you know that today's game is sponsored by the Zatola family, and today's broadcast, like I said, is featuring the OLSH versus Keystone Oaks, and it is sponsored by the Zatola family, and they want to say, "Go Lady Chargers." So we want to thank the Zatola family for sponsoring us. This really helps us out.
Thank you so much.
You can also, for those of you, you can sponsor us, and we'll let you know how to do that later on in the broadcast. But it's an option to sponsor either a game or halftime or whatever. So thank you, Zatola family. But it is the Keystone Oaks Eagles and your Chargers tonight. And the Chargers come off a very successful holiday tournament in California, where they beat Red Bank 45-40 on the 27th. And then the following day, Southmoreland found the bottom side of the score against the Chargers, where the Chargers won that one 55-15. I don't expect that easy of a game tonight, Christian.
But great defense there, holding those guys both games in the holiday tournament to 40 and 15. And, they're going to need some big defensive plays and big defensive stops tonight to beat Keystone Oaks.
Well, the Keystone Oaks comes in off of their holiday tournament at Burgettstown, where they lost to Burgettstown on their first game, 48-44, come back to beat Houston in the nightcap on the 29th by the score of 59-48. So both these teams coming in off some victories. The Chargers had a couple games postponed, hence you see the difference in the 5-3 and 7-3 records. But we'll have the starting lineups here in a minute, and we'll be underway. Actually, do you want to give the starting lineups, Christian?
Yeah. We got number 3, Kara Bridge, for Our Lady of Sacred Heart here. Gia Irolo, number 11. Alyssa Mintino, number 12. And Mia Grassfire, number 21.
Grasafi.
There you go.
Of course, the head coach is Don Eckerly. And for Keystone Oaks, it's Ron Mazinski's led team. I think we got the national anthem here. We'll listen in. Again, for Keystone Oaks, head coach by Ron Mazinski, he will send this lineup out. A 5'4" sophomore guard, Elena Wagner. A 5'6" freshman forward is Hannah York. A 5'5" freshman forward, Addie White. Excuse me, nope, I'm wrong. It's a 5'5" junior guard, Francisca Pasek. A 5'6" senior guard is Aronia Neal, and a 5'6" junior guard is Bailey Rieg. Again, it's Wagner, York, Pasek, Neal, and Rieg. The Chargers dressed in their home whites, purple and gold trim. Keystone Oaks in their black with Vegas gold trim. The JV, boy, we watched that game. That one was over before you got here. That was over quick. There was a running clock. The Chargers ran away with that one. Last I looked, the score was 41-8 or something like that.
Hopefully you carry it into this game here, Al. Keep the offense rolling.
So I don't know. This is, I mean, you just kind of like bite your nails. You know, this Charger team, they have a tendency to play to their opponent, you know, and that's not good sometimes.
Yeah, no. You always want to come in and treat every game like it's, you know, the same game, but you want to come with the intensity and the energy that you have from preparing in practice and getting ready for the game. And you got to bring it every night. Hopefully tonight you play to your best abilities and get a win.
It'll be Bridge and Neal will jump for the ball here to start this one. We are ready to go. The ball's up, and Kara Bridge knocks it back, goes right into Keystone Oaks. Driving into the bucket and getting it to roll in and out was Pasek. Chargers come down with the rebound, and here comes Nagy up the court for the Chargers.
The Chargers got a little bit of size advantage here tonight too, so
yep,
want to look to go inside a little bit.
Gasafi out by the logo, finds Nagy in the corner. She shuffled her feet, it's a turnover. Eagle ball. Still no score, 7.5 to go here in the first, just underway. As Wagner gets the ball up by the logo, still now comes across the timeline, works against Gasafi. Wagner brings it back, way up top, still with the dribble on the right hand. Launches a three ball off the front of the rim. Rebound brought down by Gasafi. She's behind everybody. She got Nagy with her. Gasafi lays it up and in. 2-0 Chargers.
Great job on the defense end here with the 2-2-1 press. OLSH doing a good job at slowing them down and then corralling the rebound and getting out and running, pushing the pace and finishing at the rim.
Neal kicks it off into the corner. Baseline drive, floater, no good. Brought down by Aurelio. She'll bring it up herself. Gets it to Gasafi, top of the key. Round the corner, Nagy fakes the three. Drives it off the glass and in. Kylie Nagy with two.
Great drive there. Good patience, swinging around the perimeter there, and got a good middle drive and finished at the rim.
Wagner and Neal play catch in the backcourt. They baseball pass up to the forecourt. Couldn't connect with Hannah York. Goes out of bounds. Turnover, Charger ball with 6:18 left here.
I love this 2-2-1 press that Coach got going on here. It's doing a good job at slowing them down. They're not trying to pressure them really and trap. It's just a little bit of containment to slow Keystone Oaks down, and there you get a turnover and get the ball back.
Yeah, it really has presented a problem early in the game. Nagy launches a three, top of the key, off the rim, no good. Grisafi with the rebound. Arillo tried to get it into Bridge. She gets it in there. Bridge fights away, turns to the basket, puts it up, no good, gets it on rebound, puts it up and in, and Bridge on the second effort makes it a 6-0 game.
Way to stay with it there. I thought she got fouled on that first one. They don't give it to her. She stays with it, keeps good position, and then strong and uses the glass. Good for 2 points.
Wagner to the baseline, the elbow, far side, knocked out of her hands by Grisafi. She gets it back. Back to Neal up by the logo. Tried to get it inside off a Bridge. It'll be out of bounds. Inbound for Keystone Oaks on the baseline.
And this 2-3 zone is giving Keystone Oaks a lot of pressure. They're doing a good job at taking the wings away, so they're leaving the middle wide open. But Keystone Oaks isn't being aggressive enough and doesn't want that shot.
Wagner launches the jump shot, no good. Nagy hustles for the rebound. Mitten has the ball up in the forecourt. Grisafi launches a three off the glass, no good. They scrum for it under the bucket, and we have a jump ball. It'll be Charger ball.
They're getting great looks right now, Al, passing the ball around the perimeter, getting looks at the three, and I love it. They're confident, they're taking the shots. It hasn't fallen yet, but they will.
Chargers from the baseline. Nagy to Grisafi. Back to Nagy in the corner. She's going to drive it. Pull up jump shot off the back iron, no good. Rebound brought down by York. Battling there with Mitten, and Mitten's going to commit the foul.
Aggressive here early, going for the basketball, trying to get those 50-50 balls, and that's what you want to do if you're the OLSH Chargers. You got to keep crashing the glass, keep going for the 50-50 balls and getting steals.
First foul of the game goes to Alyssa Mitten. Keystone Oaks with the ball now. They got it in the forecourt. To Wagner. She goes into the paint, tried to get it to the corner, and knocked out of bounds by the Chargers. Keystone Oaks will inbound from the baseline in the far corner.
And that time the Chargers were more aggressive. They tried to get a trap up the sideline, and they did a good job at it.
They get it in to York. Far side wing taken away by the Chargers. Alyssa Mitten gets fouled. Oaks. It is York for Keystone Oaks' first foul of the game. Grisafi now in the first quarter. Up the Bridge, top of the key, into the corner to Arillo. She shuffled her feet, turnover.
That's a tough one there. And then you see that called in the game all the time. Quick pass, you just move that pivot foot before you put the ball on the deck.
Right, you see that a lot. Wagner brings it across the timeline, double teamed in the corner. Still with the ball, works against Nagy. Over to Wagner. Wagner now dribbles down into the corner along the baseline. Three ball on the way, and it's good. Out of the hands of Reig.
Well, that was a great trap here. I'm surprised they didn't call 5 seconds, but nonetheless, Keystone Oaks gets the ball out of the trap and
no doubt
finds one in the corner.
3:42 left. Three ball by Arillo, no good. Bridge with the rebound and the putback.
Why not? Keep shooting the open looks and shooting the threes.
Right.
Especially if you got her down there rebounding and finishing.
Keystone Oaks moving the ball quickly up the court. Wagner into the corner to Reig with the floater, no good. Rebound was brought down by Pasek. She gets fouled going back up to the hoop. She'll be shooting 2 times.
And Bridge right now is controlling the game on both ends right now. Finishing a couple times, getting some offensive rebounds, a big presence down there in the paint on defense. Rim protecting that one, she picks up a foul, but
yep.
Nonetheless, she's doing a great job on both ends right now.
Her first, second for the Chargers. Pasek, hard off the back iron, misses the first.
And they know if she makes this, they're getting into that 2-2-1 press. So OLSH is just going to have to be patient, pass the ball around, find the middle, find the soft spot, and then break the press.
Abby York comes in for Keystone Oaks as she rims the second one out as well. Here come the Chargers up the court. Grisafi gives it to Nagy, to the baseline, into the paint. She gets fouled, a blocking foul on the court. And that one's going to be Pasek will pick up her first. Second for Keystone Oaks. Ficcarelli in the lineup for the Chargers, along with Claudia Arillo. Travel by the Chargers. Claudia.
I'm not sure where the travel was there. She looked like she got bumped driving in the lane. It should have been a blocking foul. But nonetheless, they call another travel.
I thought she got rid of the ball when she was in the air, too. So.
Yeah, I'm not seeing where the travel was, but can't argue with the refs. Next play.
Here's Jay Scott with the ball newly in the game for Keystone Oaks. They get it down into the corner. Excuse me. Knocked out of bounds by the Chargers. Keystone Oaks will inbound. Got some fans in front of us here. I can't see in that corner. They get it out to Wagner up top. Back over to Neal. Neal launches a three. It's good. Or no, excuse me. That was Pasek with the three.
They got to find 32. She's already had 2 threes already. Got to find her in the corner. Seems like that's her favorite spot.
Ball is out of bounds off the Chargers. Kara Bridge pleading her case, but to no avail. Keystone Oaks closing the gap now to a 2-point game for the Chargers. Here comes York. She goes in. She gets fouled. She'll be shooting twice. This is Abby York.
Can't gamble for those ones on the sideline there unless you know you're going to get it.
And Kara Bridge picks up her second foul. York makes the first. Mitten comes back in as Bridge has a seat for the Chargers.
Yeah, with Bridge going to the bench now, you got to find a way. She was doing a good job on both ends.
Well, Emma Ficcarelli's in there. She's a tall drink of water. So Grisafi to Mitten, top of the key. She drives baseline, kicks it out. Nagy with a three on the way. Nothing but net.
What a great job. Great ball movement. Good job attacking the middle and finding her for a three.
Takeaway by Claudia Arillo and the bucket. 5 quick points for the Chargers. As Wagner works against Arillo. That's Claudia. Now Grisafi. Neal has the ball top of the key with the dribble.
Arillo pretty active here. Great job getting a steal.
3 ball on the way off the side of the backboard. No good. Here comes Grisafi. Hands it off to Ficcarelli. Nagy with another 3 off the iron. No good. Chargers are there. It's Claudia with the rebound. She gets fouled. I think Neal's going to pick this up. Yes, Neal picks up her first. Third for the Eagles. Nagy, 3 ball from the corner pocket. No good. And looks like Scott had the rebound and she got fouled by the Chargers. That will be Claudia Arillo with the foul, her first, team's 4th. Jay Scott brings it across timeline, down the paint, floater, no good. Knocked away by Ficcarelli, picked up by Neal though. She puts one off the glass, no good, and Nagy picks up the rebound amongst a bunch of bodies on the court. Claudia Arillo now up ahead. We got a blocking foul on, I believe Abby York's going to pick up the foul.
Great job there, attacking the middle with a paint, going to the basket hard and draws another foul. And OLSH doing a good job of pushing the tempo and pushing the pace and getting out in transition.
Ficcarelli with the jump shot, no good. Rebound brought down by Wagner. Here comes Neal now as they bring it up the court, works against Nagy. Trapped in the paint, gets it away. Pasek, floater from the elbow, no good. Gets her own rebound back. Goes out of bounds. It will be Keystone Oaks ball. Excuse me, that wasn't Pasek, that was Rigg. It's 32 instead of 22. Neal will inbound, gets it out to Wagner, up by the OLSH logo. Scott now near side, goes baseline, blocking foul on Nagy. That'll be her first. Team's 5th.
She did a good job at sliding her feet, but she just a little bit with her body just coming into her. And
York out to Neal. Near side wing, brings it up top. Works against Irillo. To York. Oh, good pass there to Rigg, but nothing going. 3-second violation by Keystone Oaks. Turnover with 19 seconds left here in the first quarter.
An aggressive defense by the Chargers there, and that's what caused that 3-second violation. Doing a good job at pressuring the ball so they can't get it inside very easily and find an easy layup.
Nagy brings it up, gets it up to Mitten, hands it off to Irillo. To Mitten, Ficcarelli gets it back to Mitten. Out to Claudia with the 3, no good. Rebound by Alyssa Mitten. She loses it out of bounds. It will be Keystone Oaks ball with 0.3 seconds left.
The Chargers doing a great job on offensive glass there to get second chance opportunities. Ball just got away from her a little bit and goes out of bounds.
They inbound to Neal as the buzzer sounds. And at the end of 1, it is the Chargers 13, the Eagles 8. Welcome back to the AAC. I want to remind you that our game is sponsored by the Satola family tonight, and we want to thank the Satola family as they say, let's go, Lady Chargers. Also, there's a new way to gain entry to OLSH games this year, introducing hometown ticketing. Purchase your home game tickets in advance online or on the Hometown Fan app. Full season passes and individual game tickets are available. Visit olshathletics.org for more information. We start the second as Neal has the ball for Keystone Oaks. Into the corner it goes. To Rigg, back to Neal in the corner. She brings it back up top. To Scott, far side. Jay Scott hands it off to Neal. Neal to the far side wing, taken away by Claudia Irillo with the dribble. Lays it up and in, and +1.
Great job by Irillo, doing a great job being active on defense at the top of that 2-3 zone, and that's about 3 steals for her now, and great job finishing in traffic and taking the contact, getting an and 1.
Lania Wagner with the foul, and she completes the traditional 3-point play.
Making her free throws too, those are big.
Back up to an 8-point lead. Here comes Neal across the timeline. Down into the paint, tried to put it up, but no good. Blocked by Ficcarelli. Here comes the Chargers. Nagy now pushes it up the court. Hands it off to Irillo back out to Mitten at the elbow. Grisafi with a 3-ball from the corner pocket.
Doing a great job at moving the basketball and finding the open man, and there you go, knocking down a 3.
And a jump shot from Abby York. She gets the 2. Chargers come back. Ficcarelli on the baseline. Finds Mitten at the elbow. Kicks it out. Irillo from the corner. No good. Ficcarelli with the rebound, though. And we got a foul on Ficcarelli, I believe.
And she shouldn't be punished for being taller and bigger than the other man. I mean, I didn't see her push off or anything.
No,
she just went up and got that thing,
yeah,
and
they called the push foul.
That's a tough call, but she's doing a great job right now with Bridge being on the bench.
Right.
She's giving great minutes.
That's 6 fouls for the Chargers here early in the second. Comes Wagner down the sideline to the wing. Jump ball blocked by Nagy. Keystone Oaks gets it, and Grisafi knocks it away off of the Keystone Oaks player. Charger ball.
Nagy doing a great job there at chipping down and making sure that Rigg didn't get another corner 3.
Comes Grisafi, 6:20 left here in the half. Back to Grisafi across the timeline. Into Irillo in the corner. Grisafi, the drive, the floater, off the rim, no good. They scrum for it. Rigg comes up with it under the bucket. Pass it up ahead to York. Launches a 3-ball off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound, follows it up, no good. Rigg with the rebound, no good. Ficcarelli says, I'll take it. Hands it off to Mitten.
Way to crash the glass there and go in there and get that rebound for the Chargers. I also love the spacing that the Chargers have here down on the offensive end. Got a lot of driving lanes and a lot of gaps to attack here with the way they're playing 4 out, 1 in.
Grisafi now hands it off to Mitten up top to Nagy on the wing. She drives the paint. They get called for a jump ball. It'll be Charger ball, arrow pointing in the Chargers' direction.
And it's no question what they're trying to do, Al. They're trying to attack the paint, drive the middle, and if it's not there, they're trying to kick it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Grisafi off the iron from 3-point land, no good. They scrum for it on the ground, another jump ball. This time, Keystone Oaks will get the ball.
There's always a lot of jump balls in women's
girls,
and girls
yes.
basketball.
Yep.
They're just got a knack for the ball. They're always going after every loose ball, and you love to see it.
Yep, they're
great
ball hawks.
hustle.
They're
That's
ball
right.
hawks.
Yep. Yep.
Here comes Keystone Oaks. Hannah York and Wagner play catch. Now they get it up and in and out of the hands and out of bounds for Francisca Pasek. Charger ball on the turnover with 5:15 left here in the half.
And this press is still giving Keystone Oaks a lot of trouble right now. They're doing a great job. The Chargers are packing it in, not letting the ball go to the middle, and they're after to look to get it up the sidelines.
Here's Nagy to the elbow, kicks it out to Grisafi near side. The floater in the paint, higher off the iron. Great idea, almost didn't go though. Here comes Wagner after she gets the rebound. And timeout is called by Keystone Oaks as they scrum for it.
Terrific hustle. I almost thought she traveled there, Al.
Yeah, I did too.
For the timeout,
I was
she
going by
rolled
what you
over.
always say, when you roll over,
Yep.
they'll take a 30-second timeout.
They granted her a timeout there.
Hey, you want more information on OLSH Chargers for schedules, rosters, stories, and more? Visit olshathletics.org. Special thanks to our website sponsor, Covenant Financial Advisors. Keystone Oaks will inbound. It's Neal to Wagner in the backcourt. Works against Claudia Irillo. Over to Neal. Works against Grisafi. Neal gets it inside to York in the paint. Up and off the rim. No good. Ficcarelli with the rebound. She's fouled. That'll be the 6th foul on Keystone Oaks.
The Chargers are just controlling the glass on both ends right now.
Yeah.
They're limiting Keystone Oaks to one shot, and they're doing a great job at rebounding.
Second foul on Hannah York for Keystone Oaks. Grisafi up to Alyssa Mitten. She turns, goes to the basket, kicks it out to Ficcarelli. 3 on the way. Emma Ficcarelli with 3.
Ficcarelli stepping out and showing her skill from the outside. I love to see it.
I love to see the big players shooting from the outside. York from the elbow, no good. Ficcarelli with the rebound. Here comes Grisafi. Slows it down on the OLSH logo. Approaching 4 minutes to go here in the half. Nagy up top of the key. Dribbles, jump, step back. Long 2 just inside the line for Nagy.
Nagy's got a lot of skill. She can really handle the ball. She can get to her spots. Great on defense too. She's very active. She's having a good game here tonight.
York tried to get it inside, knocked away by Mitten. Here comes Nagy up, kicks it out to Grisafi. She launches a 3, hard off the iron. Rebound picked up by eventually Irillo, hands it off to Nagy, gets it over to Ficcarelli, back to Nagy. Tried to float it up from the elbow, no good. Here comes Pasek, up to Neal for Keystone Oaks. Approaching 3 minutes to go. Wagner launches a 3, hard off the glass, too hard. Nagy was there for the rebound, finds Mitten, up to Irillo. Claudia gets it over to Ficcarelli under the bucket. Spin move, no good. Rebound brought down by Hannah York, but she gets fouled and she'll be at the line shooting 1-1.
Great footwork by Ficcarelli. Didn't get the basket, but nice jump shot.
Alyssa Mitten picks up her second. Team 7th puts Hannah York at the line for a 1-1.
This is the one thing you can't do right now. You don't want to foul and put them at the line.
Exactly.
With the time stopping, and got a nice 14-point lead here.
She gets the first. Her first point of the game.
You also want to stay out of some foul trouble here because you don't want them to close the gap before half. Still a lot of time in this game. Got about 3 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Checking in for the Chargers is McKinley Walsh. Grisafi will have a seat. Hard off the rim on the second one, no good. Rebound by Keystone Oaks. Neal in the corner now, thinks about the 3. She decides differently, brings it all the way back up top. Scott back to Neal. Approaching 2.5 to go here. Neal from the elbow to floater off the glass, no good. Rebound brought down by Megan Mooney, and she gets fouled. Mooney will be at the line, shooting 1-1, as McKinley Walsh picks up her first foul.
I thought they were going to call jump ball there, Al.
I
thought they were tangled up, but yeah, they call a foul nonetheless. It's the last thing you need to do. Coach Eckerly's on the sideline yelling the rebound. They got to box out, get positioning here, and get some rebounds. They've been controlling the glass up until this point.
Mooney makes the first. First foul for Walsh. Second one rolls in and out. Ficcarelli says, I hear you, Christian. I'll get that rebound.
That's right.
Here comes Nagy in the corner. Finds Irillo to Ficcarelli under the bucket, and it won't go. In and out. Picked up by McKinley Walsh. Gets it back to Claudia Irillo. Finds her sister. Drives baseline to floater, too strong. And it goes out of bounds to Keystone Oaks. Good job there by Keystone Oaks. I couldn't see the player, but they kind of like boxed her out so she couldn't get to it.
Yeah, the Chargers there, two good looks at the basket, just didn't fall for them, and now they got to get a stop on defense here.
Yep, no doubt. 2 minutes to go here in the half. Neal with the ball up top. Works against Claudia. 3 ball on the way, hard off the iron from Pasek. Nagy with the rebound, and here comes the Chargers. It's Claudia Irillo, finds Walsh to Nagy, back out to Irillo. Back to Nagy on the logo with 1.5 minutes left. Ficarelli from the free throw line, no good. Almost had her own rebound. The ball's still loose. Picked up by McKinley Walsh. She puts it up and in. McKinley Walsh with the bucket.
Great job by Walsh, just checking into the game and being active on both ends, and finds a way to get the offensive rebound and get one for two.
Bailey Rigg traveled with the ball right in front of us. She went to the ground and couldn't stop. She kept sliding. Timeout's called as the Chargers windbound with 1:12 left.
And if you're the Chargers here,
yep,
you want to take care of the basketball here and get a good look.
Coach Mosinski calls his second timeout, a full timeout. But hey, we want to remind you, show your Charger pride and help us continue to provide athletic broadcasts with a business or individual sponsorship on OLSH Broadcast Network. Be our game or halftime sponsor and support the Chargers. Visit olshathletics.org for more information. Also, get your Charger essentials at olshgear.com. Anything from sweatshirts to pajama pants to hats, we've got you covered. Gear up with the latest in Charger fashion to support your favorite teams during the winter season. That's www.olshgear.com. With 1:12 left, Chargers, you see the lead, 26-12. Nagy will trigger right in front of us. Claudia and Giarillo out there with McKinley Walshers along with Ficarelli for the Chargers. And it's Giarillo, brings the ball across the OLSH logo. Hands it off to McKinley Walsh, 3-ball on the way, short. Rebound, brought down. McKinley Walsh gets her own rebound. She goes up, gets fouled. I think Scott's gonna get called for the foul. Yes, Jay Scott gets called for the foul, her first. McKinley Walsh, nothing but net on the first attempt.
Walsh again, just being active right out on both ends, and she misses the three, but she corrals the rebound and gets fouled, goes to the line, makes two.
Making her presence known, just the Walshes do. Under a minute to go here in the half. Here comes Pasek into the corner. For Rigg, launches a three, way too strong. It goes out of bounds, off of Scott. Charger ball with 49 seconds left. Gasafi wants to check in for Walsh for the Chargers for the final 49. Nagy will trigger. They get it into Gasafi. Full court pressure here by Keystone Oaks. Nagy loses control of the ball. Keystone Oaks come up with it. Scott has the ball, works against Gasafi. Gasafi knocks it out of bounds. Keystone Oaks will trigger in with 38 seconds left here in the half.
Nagy just trying to do a little too much there.
Yeah.
Needs to pass the ball ahead and trying to split three defenders.
They get it into Scott up top, hands it off to Neal. 35 to go.
Got to get a defensive stop.
Neal has it up top, working against Styrillo. She goes into the paint. She gets fouled going to the hoop. She'll be shooting twice. I think, I'm not going to speculate. Yep, Claudia picks up her second. And it's Neal at the line. She drops the first one in. .5 is up on the scoreboard clock. Time left in this first half. Neal gets them both. Chargers now doubled up on Keystone Oaks. Looking for somebody to go to. She finds Mia Gasafi. Gasafi now 20 seconds left in the half. Gets it across the timeline. Works against Neal. Out to Irillo. Gia with the left-hand dribble, finds Nagy at the top of the key. Spin move, puts it up off the iron, no good. And it's Mooney with the rebound as they launch it toward the hoop. It's way short, and that's how the half ends with the score. Chargers 28, and the Keystone Oaks Eagles 14. Welcome back to the AAC. We got a game here between Keystone Oaks and your OLSH Chargers. And right now, the Chargers with the 28-14 lead. But first off, today's game is being sponsored by the Zatola family. And we do want to thank the Zatola family as they say, let's go, Lady Chargers. And I told you once, and I'll tell you again, that you can also partake in sponsoring. You can show your Charger pride and help us to continue to provide athletic broadcasts with business or individual sponsorships on our OLSH broadcast network. Be our game or halftime sponsor and support the Chargers. Visit www.olshathletics.org for more information on how to become a sponsor. Hey, you unable to attend today's game? Did you know we have another youth night coming up this Friday, January 6th? Come out and cheer on our boys as they take on Steel Valley at home, which should be a good one, by the way, and we'll be here to bring you that one. But you want to be here in person. There's nothing like watching a game here at the AAC. There's no better way to see yourself as an OLSH student than to become an OLSH Charger for a day. All 8th grade students and transfers to grades 10 and 11 are invited to join us as a shadow for the day and experience firsthand what it's like to be a student. Students will be assigned a Charger Ally, which is their host for the day, and will attend classes, meet the teachers and students, and eat lunch on us. Pre-register for your experience at olsh.org/visit. And here's a good one, Christian. I did this right at the during the holidays. Did you know that you can support OLSH while shopping on Amazon throughout the year? Go to smile.amazon.com or find Amazon Smile in the Amazon app and select Our Lady of the Sacred Heart School as your preferred charity. A portion of each one of your of each one of your sales of your purchases will be donated to OLSH at no cost to you. It's an easy way to give back. The last couple purchases I made this past week went right on there. It's pretty cool because it says thank you for donating to OLSH.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely got to do that. That's a great way to give back and a great way to support your OLSH Chargers and the organization and the school.
Yeah, it is. Sorry about that. The hey, we had some congratulations. We want to congratulate our December 2022 Students of the Month. The senior student of the month was Kara Bridge. Name should be familiar. She's out on the court tonight.
Yeah, having a great game tonight.
Yep. Junior is Damari Bra. Sophomore is Olivia Di Giacomo. And freshman is Lily Hunter. So congratulations to those four. And here's to continued good work. Also, our next Ladies Chargers game is this Thursday. That's our next broadcast, by the way. And it will be from Avonworth, January 5th. Come out and cheer on our ladies. If not, we'll have you the audio broadcast for that one. Christian and I will be there for that one and bring you that action. But come on out and support the ladies down at Avonworth. That's a hard place to play and a hard place to win. So
absolutely,
they'll need your support. So again, what's your thoughts on the first half there, Christian?
Well, it was a great first half. I think the Chargers did a great job at getting out in transition and finishing and finding the open player and making baskets and controlling the glass. And then they did a great job on the defense end as well. When they're making baskets, they can set up in that press, and that presses gave Keystone Oaks some trouble tonight. And then they're doing a great job in the 2-3 zone, minus a couple times at the end with a couple fouls and a couple second chances they gave up. But for the most part, they're doing a great job at contesting shooters and being able to box out and limit Keystone Oaks to one shot and then get into their offense. And I love the way the Chargers are playing on offense. They space out the floor. They're playing a more traditional, dribble drive and kick and find the open man and then just go from there.
Well, you see the score there. It's 28-14 Chargers, and here's how we got there. Keystone Oaks scoring. Their leading scorer was Abby York, believe it or not, coming off the bench. She has 4 points, 3 points each for Bailey Rigg and Francisca Pasek, as I said. 2 points for Ronia Neal, and 1 point each for Hannah York and Megan Mooney for their 14 points. Foul-wise, they have one player with 2 fouls. That's Hannah York. Chargers spreading the scoring out and getting the bench involved here, Christian. Their leading scorer is Kylie Nagy with 7 points, followed by Mia Grasafi with 5, along with Claudia Arilla with 5 off the bench. 4 points each for Kara Bridge and McKinley Walsh. McKinley Walsh coming off the bench. And Emma Ficcarelli with 3 points for the Chargers. Again, she is off the bench as well. So that's the Chargers' 28 points. And no surprise, it's really spreading the scoring around.
Yeah, that's the way they play. Coach Eckerly got them moving the basketball, and they take care of it. They have a lot of patience on offense and a lot of poise, and they find the open person. And credit to the bench tonight. They're doing a great job. They were in a little bit of foul trouble early in this first half, and so different players are stepping up off the bench, and they're doing a great job contributing on the offensive end, doing a great job on the defensive end. And, it should be an exciting second half. They've controlled this game thus far and controlled the glass, and That's really what's been the difference so far, and they got to continue to do that. If they get into some foul trouble again, you know, we might see a pretty intense second half and fourth quarter.
Speaking of fouls, I forgot to mention Chargers have 3 players with 2 fouls. That would be Kara Bridge, Alyssa Mitten, and Claudia Arillo are the 3 players with 2 fouls.
We got some tongue twisters with these names, Al.
Chargers will start the third quarter with the ball as starting lineups out here for both teams to start the third quarter. Grisafi will get it in the backcourt, and we are underway. Over to Mitten, and she'll hand it off to Bridge. Bridge to Grisafi, top of the key. Dribbles, hands it off to Mitten, far side wing. Into the paint, over to Bridge. She goes up and gets the bucket. Kara Bridge with a nice feed from Mitten.
And there's your dribble drive offense right off the bat, doing a great job of staying patient, and Bridge finding a way to use her body and finish the layup.
Bailey Rigg answers with a 3 from the corner.
That's a one person they can't leave open.
No.
I thought in the first half she had 2 threes,
she
but
only had one.
Maybe she only had one, but it just seems like her presence is out there on the offensive end.
Well, that's because the other 3 come from 22 instead of 32. I didn't see who got that.
Right, yeah, that was Nagy. Great drive.
I was screened out by the official.
Sidestepping there and finishing with the Euro step at the rim. I really like her game.
Taken away by the Chargers. Grisafi has it in midcourt. Giarillo gathers it in, gets it back to Grisafi. Better get it quick. It was tipped, so it would have been okay, and we got a foul against, I think Grisafi's going to get the foul. Officials looking at her number. So Mia picks up her first of the half.
Great hustle again, getting on the floor for the loose ball. Just didn't corral it, but then she picks up a foul. Kind of took her legs out.
6.5 here to go in the third. Neal with the dribble. They get it over into the corner. Neal gets it back up top. Works against Gia Irillo. Dribbles to the far side with the right hand. Down into the corner, hands it off. It's Rigg with the baseline drive. Nagy picks up the air ball. Gets it over to Mitten. Up to Grisafi. Here come the Chargers. To Bridge. Into the corner. Hands it off to Mitten. Thought about the 3, but Grisafi says, I'll shoot it. And she drains it from the corner.
You know what I love to see there? The extra pass. Mitten, she decides not to take the 3 and makes an extra pass for the better one and knock it down. Big time shot.
So Coach Eckerly calls a 30-second timeout.
I like this timeout here too. Get a little bit of rest. The pace has been back and forth for at least 3.5 minutes here, 4 minutes, and they're doing a good job at finding the open player and making shots, and now you just gotta guard.
Just under 6 minutes to go. 5:59 up on the scoreboard clock. It will be Keystone Oaks inbounding after that bucket by Grisafi. Here comes Wagner up the court now with the press by the Chargers. Grisafi applying pressure. Back to Neal. Still in the backcourt now. They get it across. The ball's tipped, but it gets over into the corner to Pasek. Baseline jumper no good. York puts it back up. Bridge clears the glass. Here comes Alyssa Mitten. Up to Nagy. Nagy pushing the court. Mitten to Grisafi. Launches a 3. Hard off the back iron. She gets her own rebound. Over to Nagy. She'll launch a 3. Off the iron, no good. Wagner pulls down, chases it down, the rebound. Here comes Neal back up the court. Into the paint. She gets fouled going to the hoop. You got to admire that from Neal, and Chargers weren't going to let her have the easy bucket.
Yeah, they did a good job at stopping the basketball, but just got a foul from behind there.
Alyssa Mitten picks up her 3rd.
Got some looks on the offensive end there. 2 good threes, but just couldn't take the lid off the rim and make one. The Chargers going with a little bit of a different press too. Went into a 1-2-2 press, trying to trap, throw off the rhythm a little bit now.
Ficcarelli comes in for Mitten with her 3 fouls. Neal makes the first, misses the second. She has 3 points on the night, all from the charity stripe. Here comes Grisafi now. We're approaching 5 minutes to go here in this third. Nagy gets it inside to Arillo. Couldn't get it to go. Bridge gets the rebound. She gets fouled. Kara Bridge will be at the line shooting a couple.
Nice backdoor cut by Arillo. Just didn't finish at the rim there. Good vision by Nagy to find her. And Bridge coming up with another offensive rebound and getting to the charity stripe.
Neal picks up her second. Bridge drains the first, nothing but net.
When Bridge is in there, she gives them a lot of fits and a lot of trouble on both ends.
She's got 7 on the night. Hard off the back iron, no good. Rebound. Chased down by Keystone Oaks. And here they come up the court, pushing hard. It's Neal to the bucket. Goes out of bounds, off the Chargers, blocked. Couldn't tell if that was Ficcarelli or Bridge who got that block.
Yeah, it looked like it was a little bit of both. I think they both have a hand on it.
They get it in. York from 3-ball land, no good. It goes out of bounds off of Keystone Oaks. Charger ball. 4:49 left here in the third.
I'm excited to see how Coach Eckerly's got Bridge and Ficcarelli in here at the same time. 2 bigs. I'm excited to see how they play off of each other on the offense end and the defense end. And looking like they're going in some horns action with both of them up at the top of the key here.
Yep. Grisafi near side wing. Backs it out a little bit. Nagy now calls out the play. She'll go to the far side. Gets to Arillo. Cutting the back door. Hands it off the Bridge. What a feed from Arillo to Bridge for the easy bucket.
Wow, what a great job. What great passing, great ball movement, great cuts, good slash by her.
Into the paint, no good. Ficcarelli with the rebound. Here comes Nagy up the court. Kylie hands it off to Arillo, to Grisafi. Grisafi will slow it down as we're just under 4 minutes to go here in the third. Grisafi now, little floater off the front of the iron. No good, and here comes Keystone Oaks. It's Wagner with the ball. Hands it off to Neal, launches a 2 off the line. Nagy brings it down. Here she comes up the court, 2-on-2. Spin move, goes up, gets blocked. Neal block it and come away with it.
I'd like to see her kick that one out to Arillo. She's wide open over there.
Air ball from 3 land from Rigg.
And 2 possessions ago, too, when Grisafi made that drive, she did a good job, but I'd like to see her take one more dribble and get to the rim.
Third. Shake, rattle, and roll, and goes in for Abby York for her 5th point of the game. That one rattles around and doesn't go in. Bridge comes away with it. Comes Grisafi up the court. Arillo. Grisafi from the corner, no good. Rebound brought down by Megan Mooney. Neal with the behind the back dribble. Gets it to York. Over to Scott, launches 3 ball, and it's nothing but net.
I believe that's the first wing 3 that Keystone Oaks has made tonight. They really did a good job, the Chargers, in that 2-3 zone defense. They're closing out and not giving them any looks from there. A little miscommunication on that trip.
Grisafi to Ficcarelli, top of the key. Tried to go back to Bridge inside, no good. Here comes Grisafi, kicks it into the corner to Arillo. Arillo gets it into Bridge to Ficcarelli as they pass it underneath the bucket. Gets knocked away, but Grisafi has it down the paint, underhand layup, no good. Bridge picks it up, and they scrum for it. I think it's going to be a jump ball. It'll be Keystone Oaks with the possession arrow.
relentless job on offense there to get another offensive rebound and get a second chance at it. Just couldn't finish at the rim. Again, I'd like to see her take one more extra dribble and get to the rim and finish.
York to Neal. To the top of the key it goes inside. An easy bucket there for Rigg.
And if you're Coach Eckerly, you got to look. I know you're trying to give Nagy a little bit of rest here, but she's been doing a lot of work on offense and leadership. Probably going to need to get her back in there.
Comes Bridge down the paint. Has the ball knocked out of her hands. It'll be off of Keystone Oaks. It'll be Charger ball. 1:34 left in the third. This is about as animated as you're going to see Don Eckerly. He's up there walking back and forth in front of the
he's pacing
bench.
right
yeah,
now.
He is.
He's not liking it, the way that his team has been on offense the last couple trips down, and Keystone Oaks finding that three, and here comes Nagy right on cue.
That ball was thrown out of bounds by the Chargers. Turnover, and Keystone Oaks will inbound now. It'll be Neal. Ficarelli has a seat as Nagy comes in. Scott getting trapped up in the corner. They get it up. Here comes Grisafi. Up ahead for Nagy. Tyra Bridge underneath. Knocked out of her hands. Rigg will hand it. Wow, there's a mess there. Here comes Nagy now off the glass. Can't get it to go, and there's a foul on Rigg.
Now, I don't think they knew what to call out
No,
on
I
either
don't.
end.
I don't.
think there was a double dribble down here. There was a foul down here, another foul down there. They didn't call anything.
There was a bunch of makeup calls
yeah,
there.
right. So at least they let it go on both sides, and nonetheless, Nagy finally gets the foul and gets to the line here.
Rigg picks up her first, puts Nagy at the line. Rolls it in and out.
And if you're the Chargers, you just need to take your time on offense, be patient. When they're patient and they move the ball and they cut the right way and find the open man, they've been successful.
Nagy goes 1 for 2 from the line. Backcourt gets it up to York. Neal launches three. Nothing but net. Neal's starting to get hot.
And the three ball keeping them in the game right now. They've hit two big shots.
Yeah, 3 from beyond the arc in this quarter, and there's 40 seconds left. Grisafi with the layup, no good. Brought down by York. That one.
Thought that one went off her leg.
Oh,
there,
it did. That was a missed call there.
I seen that thing.
Yeah, that was a missed call. It went right off of Neal out of bounds, and Keystone Oaks gets the ball with 28 seconds left here in that third. That one goes into the corner. Rigg has that one blocked from the corner. Out of bounds with 22 seconds left.
Yeah, can't give up one here, Al.
No.
You got 22 seconds. Got to make sure you get a stop here. Can't cut this thing under 10. Can't give up a three.
You get it out to Mooney. Was that Mooney?
That was.
Mooney with the bucket, the floater that goes in. And it is a 10-point lead. Here comes Grisafi, hands out to Nagy. Thought about the three. She's going to bring it toward the bucket. She goes up, gets knocked out of her hands. It'll be Charger ball, no foul. 3 seconds left. They'll bring Ficarelli in for Giarillo. The Chargers will.
Looking to get a screen here. Find a seal.
It's got to go up now. Grisafi launches a three. Off the rim, no good. And that's how the third quarter ends with the Chargers now with a 10-point lead. I want to remind you that today's game is sponsored by the Zatola family. This game featuring OLSH and Keystone Oaks is sponsored by the Zatola family. As they say, go Lady Chargers. Thank you, Zatola family, for your support.
And now just got an update that the boys' score is tied going into half. The OLSH boys and Stowe Rocks boys.
Yeah, they were questioning whether they were going to play that game because of Hamlin, because he is from the Keys Rocks.
He is from the Rocks.
And it was totally going to be totally up to Stowe Rocks. So evidently they decided to go ahead and play, and it's as tight as I thought it was going to be.
Yep.
That's a tough place to play.
It really is.
As Matt likes to say, let's play a fourth. Here we go. Minton has the ball, getting into Bridge. Back to Minton in the corner. Back to Bridge. She goes up, no good. Gets her own rebound. Goes up again and gets fouled.
Good job there by Bridge, sealing her off on the block. And
I think Neal's going to pick up her third. It is.
Drawing a foul. Now you got to make your free throws.
Yep.
And that's no question what they're going to look to do. Get the ball inside.
Bridge rattles that one around. Doesn't go in.
Got to contest the three ball down here on the defensive end.
Drains the second one. Back to an 11-point lead. Here comes Wagner for Keystone Oaks. Works against Grisafi. Blocking foul against Grisafi.
Now you can't foul there. I'd like to see Coach Eckerly go back into that press again.
Yeah, that was causing all kinds of issues.
You know, that 2-2-1 was giving them a lot of trouble in the first half, and they were doing a good job at containing Keystone Oaks.
Here's Wagner, hands it off to Neal. Neal, 7.5 to go here in this one. Works against Irillo. Neal still with the ball. Works against Irillo. Finally passes it off. Goes into the corner to Reg. She traveled that dreaded shuffle your feet.
There's the Cupid shuffle right there in the corner. But I think it was also 5 seconds. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, the same thing. She wasn't trying to dribble and go towards the rim.
Right,
it should
she
have
was
been
going
5
back and
seconds.
forth, right.
And great job by Coach Eckerly there with the 1-through-1 defense.
Change it up just a little bit. Oh.
Can't turn it over.
That was a turnover there. Aaron pass. Here comes Neal. Too hard off the rim. Wagner gets the rebound, puts it back up. This time Bridge comes down with it. She gets fouled.
And great rebound there. Great job to get back into play and stop the transition. Great rebound.
Wagner picks up her second, team's fourth. Both teams with 4 fouls here in the fourth.
The Chargers were trying to run a set play down here to look to get a double screen for a shot and turned it over.
Right.
That can't happen right now. Got to take care of the basketball.
Just under 7 to go. Here comes Grisafi across the OLSH logo. Top of the key. Finds Nagy near side wing. Minton up top to Bridge at the free throw line. Give and go. All the way over to Irillo from the corner. No good. Rebound brought down by Neal. Here comes the Eagles. Wagner up ahead behind the D. Up off the glass. And Wagner gets the easy bucket. Her first points of the game.
My one thing here is you don't need that corner three. I know it's wide open and it's a design play for sure, but if you're the Chargers, you want to get back into that dribble drive. It was giving them trouble. Get to the rim.
Nagy, is that 2?
That was a 2.
Okay.
Good finish by Nagy in the lane there.
Back to an 11-point lead. Keystone Oaks had it to a single-digit lead. Here's Neal on the baseline. She gets triple team. Finds an open man. That's Rigg. She throws it up. Nagy brings the rebound down. She'll push it up. Kylie, she traveled. Slid her foot. Again.
And you got to know that you don't have numbers there. Right. I know that Nagy's want to be aggressive and keep attacking the rim, and she's did a great job all night at doing that. But right here, time and score, no shot clock in high school. Bring the ball back out. Be patient, set up a play.
So still an Irillo in the game.
Yeah.
Here comes Wagner. 5:40 left. Wagner thought about the three, kicks it out to York. York launches one just way short. Nagy this time brings it up a little bit slower. She'll back it off and walk it across the timeline.
Right now, I just space the floor right now, move the ball, get a great shot.
Yeah, when they were moving the ball, they were getting
keep
good
passing
shots,
the ball, look for your dribble drive if it's there. Flash somebody elbow like they just did.
Byrillo looked like she turned an ankle here. She come down holding her ankle.
Yeah, I think she stepped on a foot there.
5:13 left. She's going to have to come out. It'll be Charger ball. She comes walking off a slight limp, but see who comes back in. It's going to be her sister, Gia. Nagy will trigger in. They get it out to Grisafi. Mia will have the dribble up top to Bridge. Up top, she goes across to Irillo. Irillo into the corner. Mitten to Bridge at the free throw line. Grisafi launches a long three for Mitten. Or excuse me, Grisafi.
And there's the patience that you want. Did a great job there of moving the ball, finding the open man in the elbow, and Mitten did a great job at driving off that and finding Grisafi for a three.
There's another foul by Grisafi. I think she got her third. Yes, another blocking foul. Same place as the last one, right in front of Keystone Oaks bench.
Just got to move your feet there. Don't put two hands on her. They won't call the foul.
York triggers to Neal up top by the logo. About 4.5 to go here. Neal works against Irillo. Wagner thought about the three. Pull-up jump shot. Good for two.
And right now, those are the shots you'll live with, right? Taking them off the dribble and off the bounce, running them off the three-point line so they can't catch and shoot. And if they make that one, you just tip your cap to them. Now you go back on the offense end, and you want to just be patient and find a good look.
Grisafi to Irillo. They'll do the weave up top. That one's taken away by Rigg. Rigg comes back against Nagy. She loses it out of bounds, but they're going to say off of Nagy.
And right now, if you're OLSH down on the offensive end, the dribble drive is there, but they're starting to collapse a little bit on it. Now you might want to just run a ball screen. Run a simple ball screen and then play out of it.
Timeout, Keystone Oaks. Coach Mazinski calls the full timeout. And we do want to thank once again our OLSH versus Keystone Oaks game sponsor, the Zatola family. Thank you for your support. As they say, go Lady Chargers. Thank you, Zatola family, for helping make this possible. Also, just to put it out there is a new way to gain entry to Charger home games. It's introducing hometown ticketing. Purchase your home game tickets in advance online or on the Hometown Fan app. Full season passes and individual game tickets are available. Visit olshathletics.org for more information. Mooney will trigger in. They get it out to Rigg up top. They find Wagner, top of the key. Three on the way. Wagner with the three. She's suddenly getting hot.
The one way they can get back into it is making their threes, and right now they're doing a good job at finding the open player and catch and shoot.
Cut the lead to 9. Chargers still with the lead. Bridge goes to Grisafi, far side. Kicks it out to Irillo now. Chargers look like they want to play a little bit of keep away with 3.5 to go in this one.
Still got to be aggressive here, but you do want to take a little bit of time off the clock.
Nagy to Mitten to Bridge, back to Irillo up top.
The biggest thing is keeping your spacing here.
Mitten launches a three off the iron, no good. And now Keystone Oaks is taking charge of the glass. Here they come up the other way. And York took too many steps.
Good job getting back in the play and causing a turnover.
Abby York with the travel, turnover. Approaching 3 minutes to go. Grisafi now to Bridge.
A little bit of passing cut here.
To Irillo. She'll bring it back up top. Mitten now stands on a logo, gives it to Grisafi. Mia kicks it out to Mitten, far side wing. To Irillo. Keeps it up top to Grisafi. They'll play the weave game up top. She backs it out to Nagy, to Mitten in front of the Charger bench. Mitten now looks for some help, finds Grisafi up top. She gets double teamed, and they take it away. Here comes Wagner with the layup. She lays it up and in.
And OLSH doing a good job at playing keep away and passing and cutting, but the thing is when a double comes, somebody's got to flash middle, and then you look to score. You find an open person, then you go score.
Because somebody's got to be open.
Right. They're doing a good job, but you can't turn it over there. That's why you still got to be a little aggressive.
Approaching 2 minutes to go. Here's Mitten up top. Finds Arillo to Bridge, to Nagy. Kylie to Grisafi near side. They're going to play catch up top. Back to Nagy on the logo. Grisafi now on the logo. To Irillo. To Nagy. To Grisafi. Finds Bridge. All the way cross court to Mitten. Back out to Irillo in the keep away game with 1:30 to go. That one's knocked away, but Grisafi's there. And she gets fouled. Oh, no. I think Nagy called a timeout.
She called a timeout.
That was very smart.
Good leadership there.
Yep. Full timeout by the Chargers.
And I was about to start yelling timeout, Al. They got 4 in their pocket right here.
Yeah. Well,
you can't take them with you to the next game on Thursday. So if you're Coach Eckerly, I want to start calling these timeouts when you get in a little bit of trouble.
Down to 3 now. Keystone Oaks has 2 in their pockets. Am I correct?
Yeah. Yep. Correct.
Keystone Oaks has 1 of each. 1 full and 1 30-second. Chargers have 1 30 and 2 fulls.
And the one thing, Al, about girls basketball and women's basketball is they do a great job at listening to what you're telling them to do, and they do exactly that, and that's a great thing. But down here, down the stretch, you don't got to be a robot. You got to do what Coach Eckerly says, but you still got to play the game and scores. And right now they're doing a good job of, delaying the game and keeping control of the ball. But when they get the open opportunities, they got to take them and score the basketball. Yep. And a couple times the double teams are coming in. They're not looking to just attack the rim. At that time, you want to attack the rim there.
Mitten will trigger in. Go to the backcourt to Grisafi. Brings it across the timeline. Back to Mitten in the corner. She gets fouled. You think that's going to be Wagner. Yes, Wagner will pick up her 3rd. With 1:27 left. They still
got 1 to give.
One more to give. Both teams with 5 team fouls. Grisafi now up top. Works against Wagner. Wagner kicks it out to Irillo. Irillo gets the double team, and she gets the foul. It's either going to be 4 on Neal or 4 on Wagner, 1 of the 2.
They got to watch those passes back by half court. You want to find somebody flash in the middle and give it to her so she can turn around and score.
Wagner just picked up her 4th. So now next foul, the Chargers are at the line. Here's Nagy. Ducks under Wagner. She's got to be careful. Over to Grisafi. And we got the foul. Nagy will be at the line with the 1-and-1.
Now you just got to sink your free throws, Al.
That's it.
You got to go to the line with confidence, knock 2 down.
Mooney picked up her first foul. Claudia Irillo comes in for Gia Irillo.
I'd like to see Coach Eckerly here set up in his press again. Don't necessarily have to trap and try to turn the Keystone Oaks over, but a little bit of 2-2-1 pressure like they did in the first half will contain Keystone Oaks and run a little bit of time off the clock.
Nagy drills them both. She's having herself a game. She got 14 points. Here comes Keystone Oaks. Wagner wants to pull up jump shot. She draws the foul. I think Mitten's going to pick this one up. That'll be her fourth.
And good job by Mitten to close out there and run her off the line, but you don't want to jump and leave your feet and foul her. The last thing you want to do right now is foul Keystone Oaks and put them at the line. And then that was your last one to give, so can't foul now.
3-ball from Rigg. She drains it. From 3-ball from the corner pocket. Here come the Chargers. That's over and back on the Chargers. Nagy crossed the timeline, threw it back, and Grisafi picked it up just on the other side.
Well, one thing you can't do is leave Keystone Oaks open for a 3 on that out-of-bounds play, and Nagy gets caught sleeping a little bit and gives up a 3, and then turns it over here, and then they foul. And
oh, wow.
Well, how was that a foul, Al?
They're saying Grisafi fouled. I thought it was a turnover.
But how?
Oh, maybe she fouled before she touched it. She pushed off.
But the ball was loose. It was.
Well, the good thing is,
threw the ball.
Good thing is
hey, it worked out.
Missed it.
Yeah.
Here comes the Chargers. Hands it off to Grisafi. Murillo with the jump shot from the baseline. No good. Tracked down by the Chargers. Bridge is fouled as she got the ball. And I think this is going to be number 4 on Neal. Bridge will be at the line in the 1-and-1.
If you're Irilla there, you just got to go to the rack. One dribble layup.
Nope, they're saying Pasek picked up her second.
Tough shot, but good rebound by Bridge.
She's in double figures with 10 points. And misses the first. Picked up by Grisafi, though. She gets fouled. Mia will be at the line as Pasek picks up her third.
And Al, this has been the difference all night, and the reason the Chargers are in front right now. Rebounds. They've controlled the glass.
Yep. The third quarter, a little bit.
Yeah.
Keystone Oaks did a good job on it. Mia gets the first. That's huge. 35 seconds left here in this contest. It's a 7-point game. And she gets them both. Those are big, big free throws.
Huge. I think
Wagner now kicks it out. Pasek thought about the 3. Knocked away by Claudia. Couldn't control it before it went out of bounds at the scorer's table.
And both Irillas tonight being very active on defense and doing a great job at the top of that zone.
Neal will trigger in. 27 seconds left. She'll get it back from York. Across to Wagner, launches a 3, off the glass, no good. Neal goes up, she gets fouled, she'll be shooting twice.
And they're gonna call that foul all the time. I know it's a good block, but you put her hand on her back. And anytime you block anybody from behind, then usually the refs are gonna call it.
Claudia picks up her third. And Neal, boy, she's good from the line. She gets the first.
Got to make sure you know that the press is coming here and got to set up for it.
She gets them both, and she's 5 for 6 from the line tonight. Timeout called by Keystone Oaks. They have one left. It's a 30-second. 20 seconds left in this one. And you can show your Charger pride and help us continue to provide athletic broadcasts with a business or individual sponsorship on our OLSH broadcast network. Be our game or halftime sponsor and support the Chargers. Visit olshathletics.org for more information. We are getting our issues worked out with the video, so hopefully we got our fingers crossed, right, Christian?
Yes, we do.
We have our fingers crossed that starting, well, the next game's going to be audio only anyway, but we're hopefully starting on Friday, we should be available and able to give you video when possible. So.
Yeah, and hopefully we can do that for the rest of this year and the season.
Yeah. So 20.5 seconds to go. Chargers with a 6-point lead.
If you're the Chargers, you got to get the ball in bounce here and secure it. Don't try to dribble.
Look for a foul quick. Pasek picks up her 4th. She was the first one. There was 2 of her and Wagner. I'm sure Wagner didn't want to foul. That would have been her 5th, but yep. Francisca Pasek picks up her 4th. And we're in double bonus now, so Mia shooting 2 times.
Make both free throws.
I got the first. Gets them both. That is 15 points for Mia. And I think that was Coach Eckerly with the 30-second timeout. Am I correct?
I believe so.
Yes.
And that was a good timeout called there by Coach Eckerly and his staff. Make sure you set up your defense here, and you don't want anything easy.
Right. I wouldn't say like hard pressure in the backcourt.
No, just come
yeah.
what they were doing earlier in the game, a little containment, 2-2-1 or 1-2-2. Make them work. Take some time off the clock and
19 ticks
don't
left.
foul.
Right, no foul.
The one thing you don't want to do is foul right now.
He probably, if it was me, I would have said it like 6 times. No fouls, no fouls.
And I'm sure
no
he did.
Wagner brings it across the timeline, and she turned the ball over. Carey. 15 seconds left. Chargers have the ball.
That's what you needed.
Yep.
And now you just got to inbound the ball.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised if they foul before the shot here, before the inbound. No, they get it into Claudia. Bridge to Mitten under the bucket. Nice. She gets it. Alyssa Mitten gets her first points of the game.
Great job there. Tic-tac-toe. Finish.
3-ball from Wagner. Hard off the back iron. It doesn't go. And that's how this one's going to end. A 10-point victory for the Chargers. Don't go away. We'll wrap this one up. Chargers win 53-43. Welcome back to the AAC. The Chargers come away victorious in the lid lifter in section play. Christian, 53-43 is the final. And boy, they doing a classic Don Eckerly game where they spread the scoring out. A little bit of everybody. 3 in double figures for the Chargers in scoring, and almost a perfect game.
Yeah, I would say, Al. I mean, the Chargers controlled the game on both ends pretty much all night. A little slip up in that third quarter there, and then Keystone Oaks cut the lead to 9. But other than that, they've controlled the way on the glass on both ends. They did a great job on defense for the most part of closing out and challenging shots and rebounding, limiting them to one chance. And on the offense end, they were very patient, right? And when they were moving the ball, they were getting great looks. And that goes to show why, they got a couple in double figures. And the bench play was great tonight, coming off the bench and adding a spark and really doing a good job when some of the Chargers got into foul trouble.
Yeah, you talk about bench points. 12 bench points tonight out of the 53. So
yeah, that's huge. And there was also a ton of contribute on both ends of the, on defense too.
Yeah,
and a lot of them came in. Irillo came in, and Ficcarelli did a great job on the defense end and on the glass, and that really helped lift the Chargers, and get them the win tonight.
Well, let's go over to scoring. First for Keystone Oaks. Excuse me. Their leading scorer was Bailey Rigg with 11 points, followed by Elena Wagner with 9. 8 points for Irona Neal. 5 points for Abby York off the bench for Keystone Oaks. 3 points each for Megan Mooney, Jay Scott, both off the bench, and 3 points for Francesca Pasek. 1 point for Hannah York for the Chargers, the Eagles 43 points. For the Chargers, I said it earlier, 3 in double figures. Leading all scorers was Mia Grasafi with 15 points. I might add she was perfect from the free throw line. She was 4 for 4 from the line. 14 points for Kylie Nagy, 10 points for Kara Bridge, 5 points for Claudia Arillo off the bench, 4 points for McKinley Walsh off the bench, 3 points for Emma Ficcarelli off the bench, and 2 points for Alyssa Mitten. And that's the Chargers' 53 points. And you mentioned it. You want to talk about offense all the time, but I think the Chargers did a great job defensively tonight, just limiting Keystone Oaks and really taking them out of their game.
Yeah, they really did a great job. You can tell Coach Eckerly and his staff and the players, they watched some film and they knew what they were up against here tonight with Keystone Oaks, and they knew they were a good shooting team.
Right.
And so they did a really good job in that 2-3 zone of kind of matching up and playing out more in the corners and the wings a little bit to challenge the shots, right? And then now the Keystone Oaks was forced to kind of try to drive in the middle of the lane and take some tough ones off the bounce. And they did a good job of challenging. And a little late when fatigue set in a little bit. Then a little miscommunication, gave up a couple threes. But nonetheless, they did a great job overall to, and did enough to win this game tonight. And then on the offensive end, Nagy and Grasafi together, they did a great job of controlling the game and moving the basketball and then finding their shots as well. And great job getting into double figures by both of them. And then again, just the play of just the role players. They did a great job, and that's what you want.
Absolutely. We didn't talk about it much, but our next broadcast is Thursday. These same girls will make the trip to Avonworth. It's never an easy place to play. The Antelopes will host the Chargers in their second section game. And Avonworth right now, do they play tonight? No. I'm not sure. They might play tomorrow, I'm thinking. But, they played their section home opener, or section opener yesterday. And they won 52-12 over South Allegheny. But the Chargers will go down to Avonworth and take on the Antelopes Thursday night right here on the OLSH Sports Network. Christian Harbaugh and myself will bring you the action, and hopefully fortunes, the good fortunes of the Chargers play will continue. But and following that, the very next day, Friday, Steel Valley boys invade the AAC, which should be a really good game. Steel Valley has a really strong team, and the OLSH Chargers are going to have to be on the top of their game on Friday to come away with the victory in that one. Any update on?
Yeah, I was trying to look on Twitter to see if there was an update. As we know, that was tied at halftime with the boys game down at Still Rocks, and tough place to play and get a win, but need that section win on the road. Right. It's always tough to get one, but hopefully you pull one out here tonight and then come into Friday back home and protect home court. But super excited for the next 2 games with you, Al, and it should be 2 good ones.
Yeah, hopefully Friday we'll have video for you, and hopefully Matt Fargo will be along. It'll be the 3 of us, gruesome threesome.
That's right. I can't wait.
But, yeah, it should be fun. So look forward to that. But the Chargers, 53-43 victors tonight over the Keystone Oaks Eagles in section play opener. And, of course, obviously the Chargers are 1-0 in their section. Keystone Oaks goes to 0-1. Chargers are tied for first place with Seton LaSalle and Avonworth at this point. So, and bringing up the rear at this point is East Allegheny, South Allegheny, and Keystone Oaks, all with 0-1 records.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough battle all year in that section. It's a great section.
This is a great section.
And you're going to have to win some games on the road and then protect home court when you're here.
That's the way it's going to have to go. Hey, on behalf of everybody here, I want to thank you for listening in. Don't forget, you can be a sponsor. Go to olshathletics.org for more information and help produce and give us some financial support to get these broadcasts on, and get your name up in lights.
That's right.
So on behalf of everybody here, I want to say thanks for listening. We'll see you Thursday night from Avonworth as the Chargers are victorious 43-53. I want to thank Christian Harbaugh alongside. I'm OLSH for all this, and Happy New Year, everybody. We hope everybody had a safe and prosperous New Year, and we'll see you Thursday night right here on the OLSH Sports Network. 53-43, Chargers over Keystone Oaks.